this is Jessica with the Kitchen Coven, and I'm here to talk about the dripper system that I'm going to install today. I am doing it in two parts, and I will show you my plan first before we get started. So this was the plan that I created. I have broken it down into two spots. Since I have a vertical garden back here, it made it kind of difficult to really plan out how the dripper system was going to work, because unlike sprinkler systems and unlike the water barrel dripper system that we installed a couple weeks ago, the pressure that comes out of your faucet is too high. So we need to regulate that pressure in order for the dripper system to work, so that the pops don't come off, the tops don't pop off. So these are the plants on my balcony. These are the plants that are hanging up on my wall. Then I will put a dripper system into each one of these large pots, and these are my herbs, which then will flow into some hanging plants I have right here. Because we are bringing the pressure down, going up will cause, like, these plants might not get water. I originally was going to do this as one set and then this as the second set, but after doing some brainstorming with a couple people, I realized that if I did this as one set, these plants might not get any water because the pressure for the water will force the water down. So then these plants will get more water than these. So what I actually did was split them off by vertical. So these planters on the wall are going with these planters, and then these three top planters up here are going to be with these plants up here, because these are, I think, like, this is like at 10 foot and this is at like 4 foot, so there's a 6 foot difference here, and there's a good chance that this one would get flooded. So instead I took these three and put them on the same plane as these. And so that's my plan, and we'll talk about what's going in it. So the first thing I have in here are these timers. This set that I got actually came as a complete set, which was pretty cool. I was doing some research on Amazon, and it had the timer and a 50-foot line, and I think 25 drippers. You could also choose misters, but I chose all drippers. So I bought 2 of those. So this is the timer system. It's pretty simple. It's run by 2 batteries, and it's waterproof, obviously, and so you can time it this way. And then attached to it is the pressure regulator. This is a 20 psi, so it'll bring down my pressure from whatever it is, down by 20 psi so that the tops don't get popped off for the drippers. So the set also came with these spikes, so you can install the drippers inside your pot. And again, I bought all dripper system. So this is pretty cool because you can open it up more or tighten it more depending on if your plant likes a lot of water or a little bit of water. You can also take it off completely, and that will give your plant a lot of water. That's nice. They gave plumber's tape so that you can really make sure that you have no leakage between all your connections in here. And they also provided a this for if you have a faucet that doesn't have outside, that doesn't have have a connection, this you can use to make it fit on your faucet outside. I have some light gauge metal or wood screws. I'm not sure I'm going to need this, but in the bag just in case. This is the second timer. I've got to put this together, and it also needs the batteries inside of it. The first timer I showed already has batteries inside. I got these coax staples so I can staple the tubing along the wall. This is one set of tubing. This is the other set. So I've got the regulator here for the second one. Second set of tubing, the quick connect for the tubing, and this one's cool because it already has the connector for the tubing. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It already has everything to it. The drippers and the spikes, and this cover goes to another quick connect, another converter, some more tape. So I had the hardest time finding a 3 spigot splitter for back here because I only need 3, right? So one for each dripper system and then one for my hose. This one is by Illy, and it is probably the heaviest spigot system I've ever come across, and it was $30, so it better be good. And then of course I added a faucet converter onto here so I can turn it on and off here, and this can go here, or this is a cover so it can go on any one of these if you don't need that extra side, but I will need 3. And that's it. Let's get started. So this is the dripper system. As you can see, I've got the timer right here. Can't really see it past the hose, but the timer right here. And you can see even with the pressure regulator, I still barely have this on, and it's working like a champ. It's going really well. So it comes up to my borage and the strawberries, then the roses and some what are those, clematis. I've got 2 clematis in there with the rose, and then under the door, and I've got morning glory, moonflower, and honeysuckle in there. And then up here, I started from the top and weaved the tubing down, and I skipped every other pot because I knew the water would flow down into all the pots. And then my hanging plants. So I'm pretty happy. I am going to do the vertical, the top 4 plants up here, and then all these vertical planters later. I have a family of doves right here, And the babies just hatched, so they should be flying out of the coop in probably 10 days. And then that's when I will do the more vertical plants. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.